guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. Look what I got in the mail today. It's from AUTO-VOX. Do you know what this is? I'll tell you what it is. So, do you have an older car that doesn't have a backup camera? But you don't want to go and rip things apart and all the wiring and spaghetti and really tedious installation? You want something that you could see the back while you're backing up without spending a lot of time installing the thing, routing wires through your A pillars and B pillars through your trim, drilling holes into your car? What if I told you that they have something that's completely wireless and the camera is powered by solar power from the sun, free energy? You just plug the screen into your cigarette lighter, mount it on your dash, and now you have a view of your rear. That's what I have right here. Why do I need it? As you guys know, with my truck Sketchy, I've got 2 dash cams in the front, 1 in the rear, but I don't have a full-time camera that sees out the back all the time, especially what's in the bed of my truck. After I pick up lawnmowers and garbage and scrap and tractors and stuff, driving on the highway, sometimes you gotta keep an eye on it. Let's try this out. Let's open up the box. So here it is right here. Warranty card, 18 months. Solar powered wireless backup camera kit. You know I never read instructions. I'm not going to start now. So check this out. Here's the rear backup camera right there. So basically you would just attach this to the bottom part or the top part of your license plate frame or your license plate itself. This part here is your solar panel. You know, you don't have to face the solar panel flat towards the sun. Sideways is fine. Hey, they just found that out recently. And here's the camera. Apparently there's a power button. Yeah, and it's on now. And this is powered by the sun, so you never have to worry about any wires or drilling into holes in your back bumper or anything like that. You don't even have to drill anything onto anything because they also include a 3M adhesive backing to this. So you can just stick it to a flat surface somewhere. I don't know how it will hold because this thing is relatively heavy. Will this hold it? Pull off the film. There it is, size of like an iPhone. You have this wire that connects to probably the power cord, and that's it. There's got to be a bracket too. Here you have the accessory box. You have the bracket. So this is also self-adhesive padding over here. Pull it off and it'll stick anywhere. And you mount it on this bracket. There you go. See, I told you, you don't need any instructions on how to do this. Here you have a USB, micro USB cable. I guess you could use this to charge this if you have like a month's worth of cloudy skies and you need to charge this up. You have a super small Allen key with 2 super small little screws. I don't know what that's for, but I'll figure it out. And finally, the last part of the accessories is probably the cigarette lighter power cable that you would use to power the display. So the display needs to be powered, right? But the camera itself doesn't. If you're installing a backup camera through like a head unit or something like that, or a dash cam, a full-fledged dash cam, you need to power the camera through some kind of wire that attaches to your taillights or something like that. But this one, you don't need that. So you know what? I'm just gonna plug the display into the power cord. I think that's it. And now all we got to do is plug this into the cigarette lighter of your car and it should go on. Let's test it right now into my truck. So because this doesn't require any wires, you can just put it here, you know? As you can see, the way my truck is designed, you can't put it on the bottom. Well, actually, maybe you can. Yeah, it does clear the bolts, so you can just screw it there, but it blocks the license plate. You'll definitely get pulled over for that. Unless you slide it in between there and just hold it like that, or you can put it up here, but I already have a backup camera for my full-fledged dash cam. So we'll just put this here. We'll just put it there for now, just to see. So as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a dash cam there and a separate CarPlay dash cam there. And that fits perfectly in between there, almost looks stock. And I have lights, a light bar on top that goes into that cigarette lighter. And I've got a cigarette lighter already plugged in too for my extended cigarette lighter. So I have a hole there to plug it into. That's good. So I'm just gonna see where I'm gonna mount this. Could it be placed right there? It's a little low. We can't see the full screen. That looks like too many screens, doesn't it? What if I stick it on the windshield like that? That's kind of cool. Will it stay though? And also, I don't like the wire hanging down like that. So I've decided that I'm probably going to mount it right here. So this way I can just see. I can look down real quick and I can see the screen. And I'm not going to have any wires hanging from the windshield. And my cigarette lighter is right here. So I'll just plug it in. And the light is on, and there you go, AUTO-VOX. Wow, look at that, there it is. And as you can see, it instantly paired with the camera, although the camera is upside down, but I believe you can flip it. And you can see the power bar on the top, it's full bars. And it simply just easily plugged right into my cigarette lighter extension. You can also plug another USB cord in there if you needed to charge, or an auxiliary cable as well. As you can see, you have an on and off button as well. Very cool. You press the mode button here and you can do the direction. You can pair it if it's not paired. As you see, it is paired. You can do reset. You can do the guidelines, on or off. You can do different channels by pressing the button, cam 1 or cam 2. Cam 2 is nothing. I guess you could attach something to it. Reverse time, meaning you could have it on for just 60 seconds, 90 seconds, or 120 seconds. MU control, that's to flip it, which I need to do, right? Actually, I haven't decided where I'm going to mount it yet, so. Let's flip it. There we go. Now it's correct, see? Cool. Brightness, contrast, it looks fine. So it's cool. It's gonna work. Very easy. So I think I'm just gonna mount it there. Peel it off, and I'm just gonna stick it right here. So I kind of want to mount it high up because I already have a rear camera for the parking, but I want to be able to see what's in the bed as I'm driving. I think I'm going to mount it up there. as you can see, I mounted it on top of my roof rack. I cut off the ends because they were sticking out. Used a grinder to cut them. I used 2 self-tapping screws, went right through the plate. Here's a close-up view of it. I have this plate on my roof rack, which is also solar powered, because I also power these batteries here to my winch. So there it is right there. Just 2 self-tappers right in there. And there it is. And this is the solar panel. As long as it's daylight, it is going to charge. Make sure this grommet here for charging is sealed. Otherwise you're going to get a leak. But that's on there. That won't come off. I like it. And after it sits idle for a while, it shuts off by itself, which is great. And every time you need it, you just tap this momentary power button on there, and it'll come on. And that's just perfect. Check that out. That is perfect. I can see everything in my truck bed while driving all the time. That's going to be great. You know, I think I have to set that to 120 seconds so it stays on longer. So the way this is meant for people who don't have a dash cam or the capability of adding a reverse backup camera. So you just have this. Whenever you're ready to back up, you press that button and it'll come on. And it'll stay on for 60 seconds, 90 seconds, or 120 seconds, and then it'll shut off by itself. That's the way a backup camera works. It'll shut off by itself. I wish this could stay on all the time because I just want to stare out the back. But that's pretty cool. It was pretty easy. I mean, I wanted to put it on custom by grinding that thing to fit, you know, and then putting 2 self-tappers, but you could just screw it onto your license plate frame. 2 minutes, and you just plug that into a cigarette lighter, and you can worry about the wiring, hiding it later, if you're into that. Otherwise, just stick it in the cigarette lighter and you're done. Very easy installation, and that's what this is designed to do. For old cars that don't have the capability of putting in a backup camera, or you don't want to do like 3 hours worth of wiring, removing your head unit and doing all the splicing and soldering and putting on connectors and everything. If you just don't know how, this is the thing for you. If you guys are interested in something like this, go check it out yourself. I'll leave a link in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this weekend product review. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.